Hi there, it's Thursday. This is Tanya Jooste. I'm going live on my Botanically Facebook page. And today we're talking about something really cool called skin. And the skin obviously is part of the integumentary system. So while we welcome and wait for everyone to log into this live today, I'm just going to start explaining a little bit what this big word integumentary actually means. People are logging in, so I'm just going to start waving at them as we go through. Hello, Jerry. Welcome. Yolandi is also joining. Catherine's just joined as well. Brilliant. I'm sending you waves. I expect some hearts back, please. Now I'm getting lots of hearts already, but I really do love when they do start coming up. It's like these little balloons. I mean, what's more happy than balloons and hearts going up? So that's brilliant. Thank you so much. Hi, Alexia. Hi, Julie. Welcome, you guys. Okay, so today we're talking integumentary system, and I know that might be quite a large word or a big word, even for me with English being my second language, but it's actually not a difficult word. What it basically means is it is the part of our bodies that includes our skin, which is our biggest organ of our body, our hair, our nails, and things called our exocrine glands. Okay, so there's another big one. Hello, Kelly, just joined. Fantastic, welcome. So the exocrine glands are those glands that sort of make stuff that comes onto the outside of a body part somewhere. So think, for instance, your milk ducts or your digestive juices or your sweat glands. Okay, so all of those would qualify as exocrine glands. Cara's also just joined. Hello, Steffi. I'm just going to wave at you guys as well. Wave. There we go. Brilliant. Hi, Cara. Can't remember if I said hi to you twice now. Oh my goodness, I even have Kim on today. Fantastic. I feel super honored. Thank you so much for all the love coming up there. I can just see all these beautiful little heart bubbles and light bubbles coming up. All right, so let's talk about the integumentary system in a sense where we always need to support our body systems to the best of our abilities, okay? And today we're going to focus primarily on the skin, although the integumentary system obviously involves quite a lot of things. And what I would like to just remind you about your skin is, what is the sole purpose of our skin? Or not the sole, it's one of the biggest purposes of our skin, right? It's what covers us. It's what keeps all the gory stuff on the inside. It's the thing that I see, thankfully, because the red stuff that oozes out is probably the biggest reason why I didn't go and study to become a medical doctor. And I chose to go the scientific route instead, because then I could learn of all the insides and the beautiful bacteria and viruses and fungi, everything teeny tiny under a microscope, without having to deal with the stuff oozing out of the body, okay? Because that kind of freaks me out a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so basically what we are going to talk about today is how we support this skin that keeps everything on the inside. Oh, we even have Vesta joining. Hello, Vesta. Hope you're well. All right, and we need to support our skin, especially if we are someone that has a sensitive skin. And sensitivities obviously can come from various sources. So number one, you might have a gut that's compromised. Okay, so a lot of skin issues actually as a result due to gut health not being at its best. All right. We also have skin issues when we are clumsy, like I am, and you tend to touch hot pans and baking trays a little bit too often, all right? So having essential oils next to where you cook is always a good idea in my house. Sometimes you're, again, clumsy like me, and you have one of those amazing Japanese beds with the wood that comes out on the side, and then in the middle of the night when you can't see and you get up to go to the bathroom, for instance, you come back and you walk smack bang into that wooden piece that sticks out on the side of the mattress. Okay, so there again, you are going to be affecting, even damaging your barrier or your skin that's supposed to keep all the stuff on the inside. And if you smash it hard enough, it's going to go blue, but the red stuff is going to come out. And remember, that's something that I don't deal too well with. So let's talk a little bit today about how all of these things work together and how you can support your body, because we do a lot of things in our day, whether we breathe, the air that we're breathing in, what we're putting onto our skins, that kind of thing. There's quite a lot of toxins that we're exposed to. And because our skin is our biggest organ and it needs to be able to breathe, and you need to sweat, by the way, all these like antiperspirants that keep all the sweat on the inside, not always a good idea, because that's the way that your body is detoxing. Okay, our bodies need to detox to get rid of all the rubbish from the inside. But basically, we need to look after our skin. So if we keep on abrasing it, we use very harsh soaps. And just think about it. I mean, this is my other favorite subject, is gut health and gut bacteria, all those teeny tiny, beautiful little things. I mean, if you think about it, the habitat that your skin is for so many different bacteria and fungi, sometimes even viruses. There's a lot of things growing on your skin, and they need to be there because they form part of your body's natural immune system. Hello, Alison. Welcome. I'm going to wave at you as well. There we go. Fantastic. Thank you for joining in. All right. So number one, when you have a skin barrier issue, so whether it's because you're eating a lot of preservatives and you're not necessarily eating the right foods, and you have, for instance, got a food sensitivity, and now you're having some kind of minor skin irritation, or that's something that's presenting to the outside, that's obviously something that you're not necessarily going to fix really well by putting stuff on the outside, okay? Our skin health, our hair health, our nail health, all of it very clearly shows when we are not healthy. So if we're not getting in the right types of nutrients, the right vitamins, the right minerals, if we're not eating enough good organic foods, and we keep on loading toxins inside our mouths, and it goes to our gut and it causes all these reactions, we are going to see it in the hair and the skin and the nails, okay? And these are things that take a little bit of time. Usually, if you're sensitive enough and you know how to listen to your body, your gut is going to tell you when you have consumed something that's not necessarily that great for your own body. But with time then, if you don't look at these things, you are going to present with hair that has a lot of breakage, or with a lot of split ends if you don't look after it, or your nails that sort of have those ridges or that just break off. Those are all signs that you're not getting in enough nutrients. And I think the biggest culprit of all for people not having good skin health is not hydrating enough. All right, so we need to have water in our bodies. It moves everything around. It's the biggest part of the red stuff. And we need the water to move the toxins. We need to also need the water to get the good nutrients where they need to go. So if you're not hydrating enough, please realize that you are definitely going to look older, a lot younger, because not only does your skin become dehydrated, but it's also the conditioning is not there, and it needs additional moisture. Okay, so moisture can come from two things. It's obviously the water-based as well as the oil-based, and we'll touch on that today. But today is more focused on how we can support various stages that your skin might go through when the barrier has been damaged. So before we get to that, if we just consider on a daily basis, there's this amazing website called the Environmental Work Group, Skin Deep. And what they've said in their scientific studies that the research that they've done through all the peer-reviewed articles published out there. Anine, hello, welcome. I'm going to wave at you as well. Thank you, Facebook. There we go. According to this EWG.org website, every day the average woman uses about a dozen products that contain more than 150 different ingredients. Many cosmetic chemicals are actually designed to penetrate the skin completely, and they do. And that's the scary part. They've got to put stuff into all the products that we put onto our bodies to get the active components to penetrate the skin, because a lot of them are rather large, and they really do struggle to get through our cell membranes. And that's, remember, we've got the skin protecting everything on the inside, and the cell membrane is what protects everything on the inside of the cell. And they've got to get through that to have whatever effect it is that these people want us to put onto our skins. And with that comes all the toxins. So it also makes the penetration of the toxins a lot more easy, which is not a good thing for everything that goes on inside of us, okay? So basically, Steffi's saying drinking water is your biggest struggle. A lot of people struggle that, hey, but there's a lot of ways that you can actually spice up your water. In winter, it's brilliant because then you can just have a lot of teas, non-caffeinated, because obviously the caffeinated ones are diuretics, and then you're going to have to consume more water than tea. But there's so many nice ways and natural ways and healthy ways that you can actually change the flavor of your water slightly. For instance, a very good certified pure therapeutic grade lemon essential oil, because that's actually going to be beneficial for your gut as well. It's going to help you detox. So there's a lot of ways that you can up the tastiness of water if you're not someone that likes water, okay? Oh, Kirsty's also joined. Welcome. I'm going to give you a wave. There we go, fantastic. So besides all these toxins that we are putting onto our skins every day, we really do need to focus on detoxing a little bit and realizing that there are quite a large array of natural organic skincare products out there if you're not going to be able to make your own, all right? And the water obviously is crucial, but more than that is the good nutrients, the vitamins and the minerals that you need, the probiotics that's going to support your gut health because that's going to support your skin health. The fact that you need to, for instance, take in quite a lot of fiber to move motility, because a lot of people with gut issues present with poor skin health. Digestive enzymes, omega-3s. If your omega-3 level in your body is too low, even if you drink stacks and stacks of water, basically what happens is the omega-3, there's not enough omega-3s built into your cell membranes, or that thing around whatever is keeping everything inside your cells. There's not enough omega-3s in your diet. Your body actually loses its ability to retain water in the cell membranes, and then you're going to be dehydrated despite drinking quite a lot of water in a day. So it's a lot of it, the skin health has got to do with what you're taking inside your body, probably around 80%. Probably about 20% is due to environmental factors that are going to be irritating your skin, toxins that you're putting on there, or a skin irritation. Okay, so you can see quite a lot from the inside there, and everything is connected. All right, and gut health obviously being a very big part of skin health. So let's just look at some common skin disorders or health challenges that you might be facing. I'm just going to name a couple of oils that come to mind that are really beneficial in supporting those kind of conditions, because our bodies are designed to heal naturally. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and when your body is out of balance because of what's going on around you, stress factors, environmental threats, toxins, obviously your body needs a little bit of additional support to perhaps get to heal itself a little sooner than what you would like. Okay, more people, yay! I'm just going to wave some more. Fantastic. Hello Nicolene, hello Kirsty. All right, so if we think about redness on the skin, redness is usually a skin irritation, and it's usually due to some kind of inflammatory response going on in your body. On your skin, for instance. And things that you can look at there are the anti-inflammatory oils, such as frankincense, helichrysum, or even turmeric. Lavender, of course, is a really cheap, one of the cheaper oils that is really good for assisting or supporting the body with an anti-inflammatory support for the immune system. Okay, so that your inflammatory support near the skin doesn't go out of whack. All right, so those are oils you can look into definitely for skin health. If we look, for instance, at where we might have the skin integrity is not that great. In other words, you've got some kind of mark on your skin, for instance. Here, oils that are really good for that can support is geranium, frankincense. Frankincense is going to come up a lot. It's one of those all-rounder brilliant oils for skincare. Helichrysum as well. And then if you're someone who's prone to sort of breakouts as a result of, for instance, an imbalance of bacteria on your skin or even fungal infections, then obviously you've got to start looking at essential oils that contain antibacterial properties or antifungal properties, because they're going to be able to support your body's own immune system to result in healthier skin. So there we're thinking things like melaleuca or tea tree. Lavender, copaiba is fantastic for skin health, and even turmeric, because the turmeric is so anti-inflammatory. And when you get a really good certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil of turmeric, it's not going to turn your skin yellow, which is a really good thing, okay? The powder, not so much, okay? Oh, and we even have some guys checking in. Hello, Andrew. I hope the goose is doing well. I'm going to wave at you as well. There we go. All right, so let's, I want to sort of challenge you a bit and start thinking about not just doing a little bit of research and thinking, okay, I've got this blemish on my skin, what oils can I use, or what oil can I use? And then maybe you see some other properties of the oil that it can support your body with as well. Remember, everything works in stages and phases, if we can call it that. So I'm going to sort of go through these phases, because it's good to alternate your essential oils as well in supporting your body's journey to heal whatever it is needs to heal. So firstly, always is what we call the purify stage. So for instance, you've walked into the bed, or you've cut yourself, or you've touched that hot pan. So the first thing would be to purify or cleanse the area where the skin barrier has been compromised. More people, I am waving. Oh, I'm loving the waving today. Lots of hearts. Thank you, guys. All right, so when the skin barrier has then obviously been compromised, you've got to purify that area. So oils that you can look into here are obviously going to be the ones that are going to support your immune system with some kind of antibacterial, antifungal properties, but also to soothe, because when your barrier has just been damaged, it's going to be sore, I think, in most cases, especially if you're quite sensitive, and you need to have that soothing benefit there. So the antibacterial and the soothing together, oils that are really good for skin conditions in that instance for the first part of the stage are things like geranium and lavender. All right, those are really good ones. Then if we start looking at soothing, so now you've sort of cleansed or purified the area, and now we can start to look at soothing that area. And this stage might take longer depending on what it is that you've done to yourself or what has happened to your skin. All right, so here we can start looking. Let me just go to my list here. The oils that are really good at soothing, and remember these things are moving in between the stages as well. One oil is not just going to be good for one stage. They do have several properties that they share between them, and therefore they can be used at mostly all of the stages, but it's good to alternate the oils, because just as I get bored really easy, your skin also gets bored really easily. So it's a good idea to always swap the oils around and find what works best for you, because we're all biochemically different. So soothing oils could be things like frankincense or copahiba. And if you've walked into the bed for the so manyth time, and there is some of the red liquid coming out, obviously you're going to have to purify that area first, but then there's going to be vessels that are broken, and then you're going to have to sort of try and slow down the bleeding, and there oils like helichrysum could be really good right at the start, and then you can start layering your oils. So then afterwards, the soothing oils, you could use the frankincense and the copahiba, and perhaps some of those oils that are anti-inflammatory and are also able to reduce your level of being uncomfortable because you've just walked into the bed. So these are oils that could bring down the inflammation and be sedative in a sense. So things like lavender again, frankincense, even peppermint. Do not put peppermint near an open wound. Okay, you are going to burn a little bit. Then you've just got to dilute with a good carrier oil. Then we start moving into the next one, which is supporting. All right, so we've gone from cleaning and purifying, then we've gone through soothing, and now we're going to move into the supporting phase, okay? More people, I am waving. That's why my hand's moving forward to the phone all the time. Wonderful. Hello, Stefan. Welcome. And Mariska. Oh, Stefan, there we go. Yo, it took a while before it wanted to move with you for some reason. Sorry about that. So supporting oils. Now, this is where you've got to continuously support the inflammatory system and your body's immune system, because your skin barrier is not yet healed, which means there can still be a risk of contamination from environmental threats. So we are covered by gazillions and gazillions of these beautiful bacteria and things that are, that also are the good ones that help look after our skin. So when the barrier is broken, and you've now perhaps done the purifying and the cleansing, that area is going to be open. So there is a risk that an environmental threat can get in there. So then the support in that third phase is going to involve oils that are going to be able to support your immune system to keep on a little bit longer, to keep the invaders out, so that the skin or that barrier can heal. And their oils, the oils that you can use and think of there are tea tree and rose. And sometimes oregano as well, because it's nature's strongest antibiotic, but be sure to very heavily dilute the oregano. All right, so that's where the supporting phase comes in. Now, there's another skin layer that is formed. You're healing up rather nicely, but you might now end up with a skin imperfection, because if you bump yourself really hard and you bump yourself on the same spot a couple of times, or you tend to burn yourself on the same spot whenever you touch a pan or a baking tray, you are actually going to get some scar tissue, and sometimes that scar tissue might even be stained a different color. So here you are going to want to look at oils for that last phase that are either erase the issue, if you can think about it that way in easy terminology, but it's more about getting the skin integrity back so that the imperfection can fade over time. And obviously it will always fade over time. The older we get, unfortunately, the longer it takes, because our skin takes longer to heal. So essential oils here can be beneficial in speeding up that process. So here, very heavily think about oils like frankincense, helichrysum, myrrh, turmeric. And if you don't have all of these essential oils separately, obviously there are a lot of blends out there that are really great, because they combine all of these oils together, because there are so many of us that have got issues with skin imperfections. Okay, so basically There's one blend that I can that comes to mind. If you're someone that doesn't have all the single essential oils that you are going to want to use, go and look up doTERRA's Immortelle blend. It is a beautiful blend that supports good skin health, and it also is going to help with that very last phase of your skin healing for the skin imperfections. Okay. All right, so that's the whole sort of stage that we're walking through, or the staging, like we call it, or the phases that your skin would go through to heal itself. So the first one is to cleanse and to purify. My favorite, absolute favorite for this is lavender. I know a lot of people use geranium quite effectively, but my favorite is lavender. To soothe, also lavender. So here I can continue with the lavender or to start adding some frankincense. All right, supporting, I like to use copahiba and tea tree. All right, you can again continue with the frankincense and the lavender there because they are going to support and be antibacterial and have the antifungal benefits as well. And then the erasing, I like to use the Immortelle blend because it actually contains oils of frankincense, sandalwood, myrrh, lavender, helichrysum, and rose. And all of those oils are actually there or are really good at supporting good skin health. Okay, so that's a really nice blend. Unless you want to start making your own and you want to start playing around, because it is good to alternate your oils every now and then. Okay, so firstly, drink water. That's going to be my first step for improving your skin tone, your skin imperfections, and any kind of skin irritations. Okay. A lot of people who have food sensitivities end up with some kind of minor skin irritation and then using a very diluted essential oil, because if your barrier has been damaged, it can actually cause additional sensitization. So a very diluted carrier or essential oil in a good carrier oil. And here there are various types of good carrier oils depending on your skin type. So my advice is always to go for those that are non-comedogenic, all right? Because a lot of us react, we might have dry skins, but we might react to some of the oils that could clog your pores. Okay, so here, oils that are really good, that are non-comedogenic, that are fantastic carrier oils, and it's good to use a carrier oil as well, because remember the essential oils don't contain vitamins because they are not the aromatic compounds that we get through steam distillation. The carrier oils have the added benefit not only to have the antioxidant properties, but a lot of them have additional vitamins in there which are really good for skin health. So here, oils like jojoba, fantastic. Grapeseed oil. Some people use olive oil really well for their skins as well. Let's just think. Rosehip oil is a really, really good one, especially when you've got some skin imperfections going. So there's quite a lot of nice carrier oils that you can then start applying with these essential oils. And this is especially during the soothing and the supporting phase as well. And then obviously during that very last stage where we are looking at restoring the skin barrier, where we are trying to get those imperfections to go away, the hydration is really important, because during this entire healing process, if your skin becomes too dry, it's going to make these scabs and it's going to crack, and then you're going to make the imperfections worse. So it's a really good idea to keep the area a little bit more moist so that it is more supple and lubricated, and here carrier oils can play a really good role. Right, so and then that last one, obviously all the nice pricey oils, the essential oils that are really good for those skin imperfections. I would say on the top of my list, my favorite would probably be frankincense and helichrysum. And then if you can afford the myrrh and the rose and the turmeric, those things can come in as well. Or you can go and Google something called doTERRA Immortelle, which is the anti-aging blend, and all the oils in there are in that unique blend to support the skin imperfections and to make them basically or to help your body to get rid of those scars a little bit sooner. All right, so there was in a nutshell the skin part of the integumentary system. Hope you learned something today. I would really like it or love it if you could put in the comments what your favorite skin oils are, going through those various stages that I mentioned now. So the ones that you would probably use to purify or to cleanse, and then obviously to go on to the soothing and the supporting part, and then the erase or the restoring part. Okay, so it'll be lovely to see what other people's favorites are. My top skin oils obviously being frankincense and tea tree and helichrysum. And copahiba, let's not forget that one. That's a really good oil as well. So I'd love to learn a little bit more from you as well and see what oils you are using. Yes, and then I'll see you next week, Thursday, for my next live, when we delve a little bit deeper into the next body system. And if you've got any suggestions, if you don't want to wait that long and you would like to plant a little seed in this mind of mine, go and pop that in the comments too. And if you do think that you know someone that might benefit from the information that was provided today, please go and comment and put their name in the post. And I will also share this video into my channel so that you can go and watch the replay as well. So thank you everyone that joined today. I had quite a big class today. Thank you so much. Love doing the continued education and teaching you how you can use your essential oils. And I hope to see you all again next week, Thursday. Thank you. Bye-bye.